Hello all, I am Shubham. Welcome to my YouTube channel Solve with Shubham. In this class, we will look at special equations part 2. So in the previous class, we have discussed the concept in detail and we have learnt how the values of the variables x and y in the given equation, for example ax plus by is equal to c, vary with the coefficients of x and y respectively. In this class, we will do few practice questions and we will revise the concept in detail once again. The first question has been picked up from CAT 2004 paper. It goes like, the total number of integer pairs x, y satisfying the equation x plus y is equal to xy is, we have been given 4 options. Now, the equation goes like xy is equal to x plus y. So we have one equation and 2 variables. So we cannot find out unique set of values. So we will have to impose certain conditions to get the answer. The question clearly says integer pairs. It means x and y are supposed to be positive integers or negative integers, or they can take the value 0 as well. Now let us try solving the equation. We can write this equation like this. Now in these kind of equations where you have 3 terms, what you can do to manipulate it? We will see what needs to be added or subtracted in the left hand side and right hand side so that we can represent this equation of the form A into B. So let me illustrate what I meant. Let us take x common. It is coming as y minus 1. So if I have to write like this, what I have done, I have added plus 1 to the left hand side. So I will add plus 1 to the right hand side as well. See, I tell you once again what I have done. X, y minus x minus y. I have done plus 1. So I have done plus 1 to the right hand side as well. Why did I do that? Because I want to write this as A into B format. So when is it possible? When we have something common like this. So we saw when you add plus 1, we are trying to manipulate it. So when you add plus 1 to the left hand side and right hand side, your equation becomes x minus 1 into y minus 1 is equal to 1. Let me illustrate it once again. So basically, this is your equation. First step, because we need to understand what needs to be added or subtracted. So we have taken this. Now, you have to have y minus 1. How can you get y minus 1? By adding plus 1 to both hand side. This will give you x minus 1 into y minus 1 is equal to 1. So whenever you come across these kind of questions where you have only 3 terms, you should try representing that as product of 2 numbers, let's say A into B. So you need to manipulate your equation well. So you will see what needs to be added or subtracted to your left hand side and right hand side so that we can write it as A into B. Now, question clearly says x and y are integers. What does it mean? It means one should be written as product of 2 integers. Because x is integer, so integer minus 1 would be integer. Y minus 1 will also be integer. So, there are 2 ways possible. One can be written as 1 into 1 or it can be written as minus 1 into minus 1. So we will take both the cases. Case 1, x minus 1 into y minus 1. If you write it as 1 into 1, you get x as 2 and y as 2. Case 2, x minus 1 into y minus 1. If you write it as minus 1 into minus 1, you get x as 0 and y as 0. So basically, there are two possible values of x and y, 0, 0 and 2, 2. Question is total number of integers pair. So your answer has to be option number C. Your answer would be option number C. There are two possible pairs. So this is how we solve these kind of questions. So we have learnt one more concept here. Next question. This is a CAT 2003 retest question. It goes like, if x and y are integers, then the equation 5x plus 19y is equal to 64 has, we have been given 4 options. Now, what we have learnt in the previous class? We have learnt that whenever we get one equation like this, by hit and trial method, we will try to find out the first set of values. So, they are integers. We can put random values. If you put y to be 0, 5x would be 64. X will not be a integer, so this is ruled out. If you take y to be 1, so you will get 5x is equal to 64 minus 19, x would become 9. So this is our first step, finding out the first set of values for x and y. Now, what is the next step? The next step will be, your x will assume values in AP with common difference of y's coefficient, which is 19. Your y will assume values in AP with common difference of x coefficient, which is 5 here. So what does it mean? 5x plus 19y is equal to 64. First set of values is this. Now here, either if y will increase, your x will decrease so that your RHS remains 64. If y will decrease, your x would increase so that your RHS 64 remains constant. So we will have two cases. Case 1, 5x plus 19y is equal to 64. First set of values you know. So I am increasing y and we will decrease x. Decrease it and increase y. So 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 5, 16. Likewise. And now I am decreasing x. 9 minus 19 minus 10, then you will get minus 29, then you will get minus 48. Likewise, we will get the values. Next case, 5x plus 19y is equal to 64. First set of values. Now, we will increase y and we will increase x and we will decrease y. So 1 minus 5 minus 4, 9 plus 19, 28, minus 9, 47, minus 14, 66. It goes on. So basically these are the two cases which is possible. Now we have to go by the options and see which is possible. First option is, it says, let me write it here, no solution for x less than 300 and y less than 0. Let us look at both the cases and see. So when you look at both the cases, you see case 2, let's say this x28 and y minus 4, x28 and y minus 4. X is lesser than 300, y is lesser than 0. It satisfies, so we cannot say no solution for x less than 300 and y lesser than 0. So 1 is wrong. Now option number 2, no solution for x greater than 250 and y greater than minus 100. No solution for x greater than 250 and y greater than minus 100. We will look at again both the cases. So x greater than 250, so we will have to look at case 2 because x is positive and y is negative here. So here we just see here, we'll have to manipulate this. So let us try to find out the 15th term. I mean, you have to do hit and trial once again. You have to see 11th term, 12th term. You'll have to see which term would be nearest. So you must be knowing the nth term in AP would be a plus n minus 1 into d. A is your first term, n is your number of terms, d is your common difference. So here x would be, a is 9 plus 15 minus 1, 14 into common difference is 19. We get 275. We get y as 1 plus n minus 1, common difference is minus 5, so minus 69. No solution for x greater than 250 and y greater than minus 100. We are getting the answer, right? For 15th term, we get x as 275 and y as minus 69. So even this will not satisfy. Third, a solution for x between 250 to 300. A solution for x lying in this range. Now here looking at the option 2 itself, x is equal to 275. So when we were doing, we got it right, x is equal to 275. We are getting the answer. There is a solution. Yes or no? So x is equal to 275 is giving us a solution. Therefore, we are getting the answer for option number 3. So we don't have to find out for option number 4, but just let us verify. Here we have got the answer. Answer is option number 3, but let us verify option number 4 as well. What is 4? 4 said a solution for minus 59, the range is given. So again y is negative. So when y is negative, you have to look at case 2. Again case 2. So basically most of the cases we have looked at case 2. So for case 2, your y would be nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d, 6 minus 5n. So assume n is equal to 12. You get y is equal to minus 54. Assume n is equal to 13. You get this as minus 59. So are you finding out the solution between this range? Between this range, you will get minus 57 and minus 58. We are not, because we are getting minus 54 and minus 59. Therefore, even 4th cannot be your answer. So we could have ideally stopped at option number 3 because we did get the answer. We are just solving option number 4. just to show you that how these kind of questions are dealt with. Next question. This is a CAT 2007 question. So just have a look. It goes like, suppose you have a currency named Mizo in 3 denominations, 1 Mizo, 10 Mizos and 50 Mizos. In how many ways can you pay the bill of 107 Mizos? We have been given 5 options. Now, here we will learn another technique of solving these kind of questions. So, let us assume number of currency of 1 Mizo, you had X. 10 Mizo, you had Y number of currencies. And 50 Mizos, you have Z number of currencies. So basically 1 into X plus 10 into Y plus 50 into Z is equal to 107. Now we have 3 variables and 1 equation. So how are you going to solve it? You have X plus 10Y plus 50Z is equal to 107. So the method what we are going to adopt here is, we will try to fix one variable and then we will try manipulating the equation with 2 variables. By this I meant we can assume values of the variable. So here when you assume Z to be 0, first case would be X plus 10Y is equal to 107. When you assume Z to be 1, second case would be X plus 10Y is equal to 107 minus 50, 57. When you assumed Z to be 2, you will get X plus 10Y is equal to 7. Further it is not possible, because if Z would be 3, X plus 10Y would become negative, so it is not possible. So this is what I meant. Now, how to understand which value needs to be assumed, X, Y or Z? Look at the coefficient. X coefficient is 1, Y coefficient is 10, Z coefficient is 50. So we will assume the value of that variable whose coefficient is the biggest. Why? We will have less number of cases. We have seen here, when we have assumed values of Z, we have got 3 cases. If you assume value of Y is equal to 0, you will get X plus 50Z is equal to 107. If Y is equal to 1, case 2, X plus 50Z 107 minus 10, 97. If you have Y is equal to 2, third case, X plus 50Z will be 87. It will go on. Therefore, we will assume the value of that variable whose coefficient is the highest. So, you see here, we have taken 3 cases. We have got, when assuming values of Z, we have got 3 cases. Therefore, let's take the cases. Case 1 we will take. So you have here case 1, when Z is equal to 0, you get it as X plus 10Y is equal to 107. Now we can use what we have learnt in the special equation class. So what we have learnt? We will try finding out the first set of values by hit and trial. Y to be 0, so X would be 107, and then we will know that X and Y will assume values in arithmetic progression with respect to the coefficients of X and Y. So here if you increase, you can't decrease y because x and y are number of currencies, they can't be negative. So you have to increase y, so x would decrease. So it would increase with the common difference of 1. So it will go like this. And this would become 107 minus 10. If y will increase, x will decrease. So you get 97, 87, 77 like this. So basically x will take values from 107, 97 till 7. How many values will be there? 11 such values would be there. Now, case 2. When z is equal to 1, you get x plus 10y is equal to 57. So again, first set of values 0 and 57. You can't decrease y because x and y can't be negative. So you have to increase it with common difference of 1, which is x coefficient. So 1, 2 like this. So this would become 47, 37. It goes on. So your x would be, again, it will take the value from 57 till your 7. So how many such values would be there? 57, 47, it goes till 7. This will give you 6 such values. Now case 3 we will see. So this is how we do these kind of questions. Case 3, when z is equal to 2, you get the equation as x plus 10y is equal to 7. So only one set of values is possible because beyond that x would be negative. So here one such value. So case 1 we got 11 values, case 2 we got 6 values, case 3 we got 1 value. Total how many? Total 18 such values are possible. So what is the answer? Answer would be option D. 18 such values are possible. So here we have learnt another method of solving these kind of questions. This is a CAT-99 question. It goes like, the number of positive integer valued pairs x, y satisfying 4x minus 17y is equal to 1 and x lesser than equal to 1000 is. Now your equation is this. You have been given 1 and 2. There are two conditions given to you. So we will try finding out the first set of values, positive integer pairs, so y can't be 0. If you put y to be 1, 4x is 18, which is not possible. If you put y to be 2, 4x would be 35, which is not possible. If you put y to be 3, x would come as 13. So this is your first set of values. Now we will try finding out the next set of values. 4x minus 17y is equal to 1. So you get 4x minus 17y is equal to 1. The first set of values would be 3 and 13. So when you increase y, 3 plus 4, 7, 7 plus 4, 11, like this, you have to increase x also, because your equation is of this format, ax minus by. So when you increase both x and y, then only your RHS would remain 1. So 13 plus 17, 30. You can see 4 into 30, 120 minus your 119, 17 into 7 will give you 1. So 30 plus 47 like this. So you need to increase both, then only your RHS would remain 1. Now we have learnt nth term is given as a plus n minus 1 into d. So for x, 13 plus n minus 1, difference is 17, 13 plus 17 n minus 17, 17 n minus 4. You want x to be lesser than equal to 1000. That is why we tried finding out the nth term of x. So here when you solve it, you get n less than equal to 59.05. So 59.05. So n maximum will be 59. So number of positive integer pairs would be 59. There are, option number A, 59 possible values of x and y. So we have learnt one thing here. You have two kinds of equation, ax plus by is equal to c and ax minus by is equal to c. So when in the first case, if you increase one, you have to decrease the another one, then only your RHS would remain c. In your second case, when you increase one, you have to increase the other one also, then only your RHS would remain c. So you need to be very careful when you take the values. So you can find out first 2-3 set of values and then understand the pattern, how x and y are assuming values. If you like my class, do hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Click the bell icon to always receive the latest class on fingertips. You can put your queries and doubts in the comment section. You can reach out to me via various medium. You can mail me. You can find me on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page. I am also an avid writer, so you can read my blogs at fireinthewings.wordpress.com. I am also an educator on Unacademy, so you can follow me there with the username SolveWithShubham. Stay tuned for further classes. Thank you.